I'm back from the dead once again. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah. Today's video, I think, is just gonna be a come crochet with me as I ramble on about probably nothing and nothing important, but you're forced to stay kind of feel. So, update on my life. Besides that, I'm gonna be graduating soon. I'm gonna also be moving states, which is exciting. So things are rolling. Okay, so Sushi's drinking water right now. I don't know if you can hear that. I guess I'll drink my little drink. Drink of the day. A bye. I still got the mic. You still can't stop me, you know what I'm saying? Alright, listen. You're gonna have to move. Come on, Miss Girl. So, okay. If you check out my Instagram, you would have noticed that I've gotten some traction on, I made these cowboy hats for Sushi, and the video went viral. Like, it has almost 1 million views. And so I've, like, got a ton of pattern sales from my Etsy, which, I mean, before this, I probably had, like, maybe 15 sales on Etsy. But so then my sales went from 15 and now I think I have like 250. So, and those were all from my pattern sales, which have been super nice. And that I think has kind of motivated me being like, okay, so maybe I am doing something right, and that people seem to be liking what I'm doing. So, also, alright, well, check out the sweatshirt. Yo. So I went home to visit my family, and while I was home, I had a tattoo appointment, and I got this. So right now it has that, like, second skin on it, so the lines look, like, very smudged because of my plasma, as they say. But look how sick. Like, hell yeah. And I got this was already here and this was already here. So now it's like my ego has gone through the roof. Finally in my apartment, I am taking over. So I live with my boyfriend, and we live in a 1-bedroom, and it's starting to get a little toy, especially with how much I have in yarn and supplies. And listen, that's on me. Alright? But so I needed to bring some stuff home to store in my parents' house, because they obviously have they have a basement, and I can just shove my stuff down there. So I brought home all of my plushies that I've made, and so now I have like a clean slate, which means I just have to fill it up again. Duh. But when I went home, I was like, okay, I'm only bringing home acrylic and cotton yarn, and that's all I can crochet with. As you can see, though, I have fluffy yarn. This was given to me by my mom because I taught her how to crochet, and she isn't a huge fan of sweet snuggles because it, like, sheds a ton, and sometimes when, like, you do magic circles, they fall apart, whatever. And she's now on to, like, the big twist posh. She loves it. So she gave me this because she knew I could use it. But I didn't bring that, so I'm not lying. Right? But so I brought a bunch of, like, acrylic yarn home, and also cotton yarn. So you're probably like, Jenna, why do you have cotton yarn? Because most of the time you're just making them plushies. And I'll say this. I have gone down a rabbit hole of making bandanas. But I was thinking that at my markets and stuff, that if I start selling those they're like just small cowboy hats. It can be for any animals. I've seen people send me pictures of their dogs in it. Keep sending the animal pictures, please. But so if I sold like little hats, then I could also sell like little pet bandanas that could also be advertised for said human. I just have to figure out how I want to advertise that, because I would do for the animals, I do an extra small, medium, large, and I already have those made. I just need to like keep making them in different ideas, or not different ideas, but different styles. So I want like one themed towards like spring and summer, and then Halloween, Christmas, that kind of vibe. So I've been using Lily Sugar and Cream, I believe. Yeah, Lily Sugar and Cream, which I know some people hate working with cotton. I don't really mind working with cotton. I know some people are very adamant about like cotton sucks. I hate working with it. For me, I'm pretty indifferent. I think I prefer working with acrylic over cotton, and I prefer working with chenille yarn over acrylic or cotton. But I don't think this is bad. I've only tried this brand so far, and I got these on sale. I think each skein, which is like 400 grams, I got for $1.50 because they were already on sale. And then, okay, it's 85 grams. I don't know why I said 400 grams. But it was $1.50 because they were on sale, and then Joann's has like a ton of coupons. So I thought it was a good deal to just try it out. But let me know if there's any like better bang for your buck with the cotton yarn. The only thing I will say about the Lily Sugar and Cream is that each color feels like a different consistency. Like the white is very rough. It feels stiff. I think that's the best way to describe it. And then, like, if I'm working with a red or something, it's very soft. So, I don't know if that's something to do with the manufacturer, or I don't know how to make yarn. So, listen, if that's how the cookie crumbles, I'll work with it. But so, what I worked on at home, I was only home a couple days, and I was trying to spend time with my family. No, I'm just kidding. Love my family. Love them. I wanted to make some more hanging plant pots because those were popular in my last market over the summer. So I started on that. As you can see, I just have the dirt and then 2 of the leaves. I don't even know what kind of plant this would be. A monstera, possibly. And then I also have the little, what do you want to call it? A pot. And then, so this would get connected here. And then you do, like, the little hanging stuff. And, yeah, super cute. Super cute. And so I made 2 more of the dirt. So then this makes me have to make 3 minimum. So, because I hate making stuff in a factory line, or assembly line, not factory line, kind of sense, because people are like, oh, you should do that if you want to, crank things out. But I like to switch things up, and I get bored really fast. So even making 3 of these in the same sitting, I was like, oh my god. So, and is that a little dramatic? Yeah, like, am I working with yarn? And that's my biggest complaint. Yeah, like, maybe go outside, touch some grass. But it's all about perspective. You know what I mean? Worked on that. And I also was working on a pattern for my cockatoos, a new pattern I'm coming out with. And I need to write that up. And I took some pictures while I was actually making it. I don't know about you, but if you ever have written patterns and like taking pictures, and then I'm like, well, is this step kind of confusing? Will I get questions on this, and should I make a video about it? And I currently just test my patterns myself. It's just easier for me. I'm fine with like cranking out a couple and what I do is I make the pattern, by crocheting, whatever. And then once I write it up, I make another one, make sure it makes sense. And then I do another one just to do like a check through. Which you could say that, well, I know what I mean the way I type. You know what I mean? Like, I know what I'm saying. So maybe I'll get into like pattern testing or having people pattern test for me, but it just seems like a lot of effort. And if I can pattern test myself, why wouldn't I do that? And then I'm also making more stock for my markets. But yeah, so that's really all I've made. Today's Friday, and tomorrow I am going on a trip, like a small day, or I think it's like a one night trip. And so I'll be sitting in a car for like 3 hours there and back. So I'm gonna see, maybe I'll do a video of like how much I can crochet in the car without throwing up. That's a lie. I don't even get car sick really, so I feel like crocheting in the car doesn't really affect me. But I'm gonna start crocheting some more. I gotta finish this. That's my goal. I wanna finish this. I need to make, I think I wanna do like two or three more vines. Ugh, it's gonna take forever. And then I gotta sew this together, and then I gotta make like the brim, and then make the handles or whatever. So I've been traveling with this. It's called the Leudes, Leudes. I got it off Amazon, which, I'm sorry, I'm supporting Jeff Bezos. Probably should, I know, I try to shop small, it's hard. But this bag for yarn is actually really nice. It's meant for yarn. And I bring it everywhere I go now. Well, everywhere when I'm traveling. I haven't gone on an airplane with it yet, but I feel like that'd be kind of clutch because it also has little holes, so you don't have to have your yarn out. But I've actually never crocheted on a plane, and I feel like, I don't know, it's so cramped on a plane anyways, I feel like I'd get overwhelmed. I've been watching a lot of YouTube actually recently. I need to, maybe reel it back a little bit. I like watching crochet videos, I definitely do, but I go through phases where I'm like, okay, I can't watch anymore. And I'll start binging something else. So I've been watching, his name's Caleb. I don't know his last name, but it's called like the Financial Audit Podcast. And it is so funny. Like, it's not funny because people are like in debt and struggling, but the way like the humor behind it, it's kind of like Hell's Kitchen. And I've been really enjoying that because it's also giving me very good financial advice because I'm currently 23, so it's good to like have that stuff kind of down already and not have to worry about it. What else have I been doing? This is like kind of sad. I guess I don't do that much. School's been good. I'm ready to be done though. I think because I see the finish line now that it makes it worse. Because I know it's so close and I'm thinking about it like every single day. And especially because it is exciting to be like apartment hunting again. And don't get me wrong, it's also stressful, but it's fun to be thinking about like, oh, like this would be cool to like live in, and kind of just do a rebrand of your life in a sense. So I've been doing a lot of research on apartments, and going on tours, which is not, I don't mind going on apartment tours. It's just that I get like super awkward, and then I also don't ask any questions, which isn't good. I don't recommend. I'm just like, they're like, okay, yeah, do you have any questions? I'm like, no, I think I'm good. And then I get home, I'm like, oh my god, I didn't ask this. I didn't ask this. I don't know. I don't know what it is because I'm a very outgoing person, but when it comes to the idea of being an inconvenience to somebody, even though that's their freaking job is to answer my freaking questions, I kind of just, I'm like, no, like, I want to be the easiest person ever for them, and for them to be like, oh my god, she was so, like, so nice, so easy, like, didn't even cause me any issues. Which is just not a way to live. Like, I don't recommend, because you're constantly just like, oh my god, what do they think about me? It was nice, though, going home, because I was able to drop off a lot of stuff. So, a lot of my crafts, like my market stuff. So, currently I've been driving with all my seats down, because I have 2 tables back there. And I drive, like, a small SUV, so I don't have, like, a ton of space. But I have 2 tables, my sticker display, which is pretty big, and then because it's like a giant board that my brother-in-law made me, which was really nice. And then I have my like cart, I guess. What is that called? A wagon. And then I have like some of like this display stuff that can't fit in a bucket or in a box because it's just like odd shapes, which is so frustrating that like nothing can just be like compacted down. So I was able to drop all that stuff at home, which now my like I can see my car. I can see the floor of my car. Because all my seats have been down, and I'm going to leave them down just for ease of potentially, having to bring more stuff home and everything. But that was really nice to kind of get that stuff out of the way. And I think every time I go home from now on, I'm just going to like keep bringing little by little. But look how cute. It's been really nice because people have been reaching out and like sending me their pictures of like their crocheted cowboy hats that they've made and like bought my pattern, and I've gotten really good reviews, which has been kind of like a reliever because I'm always scared that someone's gonna not like it and then leave a bad review, and then I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's just really cool to see that something that I made people appreciate and are like continuing to use it and like keeping me in the loop of what they're making. And I've seen like someone sent me a picture of they had like tinsel yarn, so they did that as the hat brim, which was really cool. I think the only issue I've had is that I've been getting like a decent amount of messages from like on my Etsy saying like, hey, I can't find the download, which I remember when I downloaded my first pattern, it wasn't the easiest to find. And I remember that I think someone had like a message saying like, hey, like you have to be on a computer to download this, blah, blah, blah. But I think that's like really frustrating because why Etsy is available, like you can buy things off Etsy off your phone. But then the things that you buy, if it's digital, you can't download and you have to be on a laptop. So like someone messaged me recently saying like, hey, like I don't know where my download is, and I have a message that I've already sent, so it's like just copy and paste being like, hey, you can go to your purchases, you do have to be on, a laptop or desktop. And they're like, oh, okay, I don't have one. I'm like, oh shit, like, yeah, what happens if people don't have a laptop and they are still wanting to buy the pattern? They can't buy it through their phone, or they can't download it through their phone. So my next thing is that, okay, like just send me your email and I can send it to you. Because either way, they're going to have access to my pattern, and I already see that they've bought it, so I'm fine sending an email or sending my pattern to them, because obviously the fear would, or not fear, but I guess fear is probably the best word, of being like someone's gonna steal it and repost it onto something else to make money off of it, which happens all the time. So it's kind of expected at this point for, I think, most pattern makers. Leaf number 2 done. Honestly, I think that's all I have left to update everyone who cares. And I noticed though that on YouTube I now have 500 subscribers, so yeah. Yeah, but I appreciate everyone who's been supporting me. It means a lot, even if I am just like trying to play it off cool and stuff. It does like actually mean like a lot, and like it really like helps and stuff like that, blah blah blah. Anyways, alright, I will see you guys when I see you guys, because I'm not making any promises of when I'm gonna be back. Alright, you keep questioning when I'll be back. Okay, let's make some bets on what date you think I will post next. So alright, bye.